Welcome back inside the DD Health Studios. Condors Unleashed here from the third floor of the Bakersfield Californian. We do it each and every Tuesday, 12 to 1 p.m. Well, except for when we can't, like next week because we're in Alaska.
Or the week after.
Or the week after because it's the Christmas week. But the week after that, each and every Tuesday, 12 to 1 p.m. Right, old Kevin Bartle. We're eating Mountain Mike's Pizza. It's from our favorite location on California in Stockdale. New one as well on Stein and Harris. You can check that one out down the south. So a lot of fun. Good spot, Mountain Mike's Pizza. Great pizza as well. My favorite, the pepperoni jalapeno. Bartle's the favorite with all the mushrooms.
That's not true. Disgusting mushrooms.
Joining us here, as always, for our weekly chat here at Coach's Corner, Condors Head Coach J.F. Houle, back from Boise, Idaho, and back with 3 out of 6 points. And you kind of challenged the guys on Saturday morning, the team going in with a shootout loss and then a loss that you weren't happy with on Friday evening. But you kind of challenged them Saturday night, go out and get a win, and they responded and won the game 5-1.
Yeah, I think it was important for us to get a win. We played well the first game. We probably deserved to win that game, but fell short in the shootout. And but the second game we didn't play that good, and I think the players knew, and it was time for us to bounce back. And the players responded, and they responded very well.
Still finished the game strong on Friday. I know it wasn't the best effort, and you probably weren't too happy, but we've said it all season long. Like this, it just feels like this Condors team never play like they're out of it anyways.
No, and we never give up. We pulled the goal early and tried to make a comeback there, and it almost worked. We had a lot of chances at the end to tie it up, and it's never over till it's over. And I think our players give an honest effort there at the end.
You look at the game on Saturday in particular. This team has been picking up its physicality here over the last couple of weeks, but Saturday, I mean, how many hits were thrown in that game? Everybody, it seemed like, hit somebody at one point during the game or made a big play on a back check to force a turnover and lead to a goal.
Yeah, in my book, I think that was probably the best game we've played all year. Most solid 60 minutes. We played physical. We won battles. We were committed at being first on puck and driving the net. So we did all the right things to win the game. And if we play like that, we'll win off a lot of games.
Every once in a while, this Condors team pulls out a defensive effort like we saw on Saturday. No, it's in them. And, I mean, when they are on their game defensively, they're on their game. I mean, Idaho, they had a couple of chances. You're never going to shut everybody down for an entire 60, but by and large, the Condors had the majority of chances.
Yeah, I thought we dominated. We had the puck more defensively. We didn't give any good looks. We kept them on the outside, and if we play like that, it's great. So. We got to keep going like that. We had a good practice this morning. Emphasis on exactly that. Play well defensively, and goals will come for us. It's just a matter of keeping the puck out.
Condors have scored nearly 5 goals a game over their last 6 games, so certainly looking to keep the offensive trend going. And you look at those last 6 games, who has jumped back into the lineup for this Condors team? Number 19, Jonathan Lessard, hops back in for Bakersfield. 4 goals now in his last 4 games, gets 2 goals on Saturday night, and he's kind of been spurred on as well by being up there with the Jones brothers as well on that right wing.
Yeah, he's a player. He's got a very good shot, and he plays a physical type of game, gritty game, and when he's in the lineup, he gives us a lot, and it's great to see him back, coming back from his injury and producing, so that's a plus for us.
I mean, he was definitely one of the offensive catalysts for this team in the early weeks of the season. And you never kind of know. I mean, when a guy gets knocked out of the lineup for whatever kind of injury it is, he falls behind a little bit, loses his game legs a little bit. What was it about Lessard, or what is he doing now to, kind of be up to the speed that he was at the beginning of the year?
I think he just keeps it simple. He's a simple player. Gets pucks deep, gets on it, doesn't try to be too fancy, and he likes to shoot. And the more you shoot, the more you score. So I think keeping it simple is the key for him.
One of the strengths of this Condors team, and he's on the show here later today, so we'll pump his tires a little bit, but one of the strengths of this Condors team has certainly been the play down the middle. You look at Connor Jones, Nick McNeil has come on, Josh Curry has stepped into that center role as well, but Curry especially does a lot of the little things right for this Condors team. Might not show up on the score sheet every night, but kills penalties and does a lot of the little things right.
Yeah, he's very reliable. I had the chance to see him play in juniors where he racked up a lot of points, but he also played very well defensively and is an all-around player. It's a plus to have on our team. He's good on face-off as well, penalty kill. So he does a lot of the little things that people sometimes don't see, but a very important part to the team.
Busy week here this week. You'll have, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday, Sunday, the always bizarre Friday night off. But, with
I think
4
that's our 5th Friday night off, by the way,
it's
this
very
season.
strange. I don't know what's going on this season with the schedule, but Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 games and 5 nights. How did you guys approach yesterday and today on the ice?
Oh, very simple, Mr. Barlow. One game at a time.
He's getting that coach talk down pretty.
It is true though. You can't look too far ahead, but the one thing you have to manage is energy level. We have the 4 and 5 coming up, and then we have 7 games in 11 days right before Christmas with traveling to Alaska. So it's a lot for these young guys, and it takes a lot out of you to travel and play a lot of games, and we're a little short in the lineup right now as well, but. They're young, and hopefully they bring in the effort. But we're going to concentrate on the game-by-game basis.
When you looked at this Condors roster, certainly during the week, Josh Winquist, a well-deserved call-up into the American Hockey League. Nobody hotter right now in the ECHL. Ends up going up there, getting an assist, but it left you a little short-handed up front. You bring in a guy who Condors fans are familiar with. He was assigned by the Edmonton Oilers last season, Cameron Abney, and basically this just seems like a need here for this Condors team. You need a guy who might be content playing that 9th or 10th forward role, come out, kill penalties, and add a little toughness as well for this Condors team.
Yeah, from all the reports here, Cameron is a big body. He's a big person that takes a lot of space on the ice, and we need that. I think we're a little small at forward, and he's going to come in and fill a role of 10th forward, and and we're not going to ask much from him. We're going to ask him to play hard and fit right in and be a good teammate, and we'll go from there. But I think it's a good addition for us for now.
How about C.J. Ludwig?
Yeah, happy to have C.J. Ludwig. C.J. Ludwig came with us, played the last 2 games. He's played very well in OKC, and they have too many defense down there. And we were forced to let Narbonne go yesterday because Ludwig came down. So it's a numbers thing, and but Ludwig will provide. He's got a great shot, passes the puck hard, comes down from the AHL. He's got a little bit of experience, so it should be a good fit for us.
Whenever we talk about guys coming down from the AHL, especially a player like him and his pedigree, is it more mental than physical than anything? Because they know they can play the game, but is it the mentality of, all right, I'm in the ECHL and I need to work my way back up to the AHL? And it seems like he does have that good mentality coming back to Bakersfield, wants to be here, wants to help the team win.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. I'm sure it's a deception at the beginning. They get sent down. It takes them actually, a week or 2 to get adjusted to the league and to, just trying to get happy to be here, But he's got a great attitude. He wants to help, and he wants to go back up. So I'm sure he'll put forth the effort to go back up in the AHL as soon as possible.
And he was paired this week with Brendan Nash, and Nash's game starting to pick up here over the last couple of games. 7 assists his last 4 games, and making more. We talked about it during the week, but more of a concerted effort here this past week to get shots through from the point, get shots in on net, force rebounds, and that's something we saw all week long in Idaho.
Yeah, it's something we've talked about here in the last week or 2 to try to provide more offense from our defense, and it's an important part of the game. And when your defense can chip in, it makes them feel good, and it's better for the forwards. So we did shoot a lot more pucks, and hopefully we could keep doing that.
I don't feel like the D has lost their way offensively. They're still definitely a part of it. It's definitely part of the plan, the offensive zone. Use the D, get it back to them. But early this season, those points were coming. Guys like Pajot and Graham Craig, they had 6 points in their first 6 games. Narbonne, 3 goals in his first 6 games. Where did the offense go, and is it just kind of a product of this offense, from the Condors always seems to be generated down low?
Yeah, I mean, when we first started the year, we put an emphasis on the defense jumping into play and using our defense. Obviously, teams do video, and they tend to correct that, and they adjusted well on us. I mean, we went for a big part of a good 2 weeks without any points from our defense. So obviously the team's adjusted, and it's up to us to readjust now and find ways to get more production from our D. But it worked this weekend.
Switching gears a bit, the Condors, the team having their annual team holiday party put on by the Booster Club. Great time over at Hodel's last night, and heard you came away with a lot of the prizes from last night's festivities over at Hodel's. Yeah,
we had a drawing there. We my family had the hot hand there. We won a couple of prizes, 3 or 4 prizes, but it's great. The Booster Club, put in a great meal and took care of the players, and it's very nice and very appreciated.
What'd you go with for food last night? What'd you go with?
We had roast beef, and it was really good with a little horseradish on it to spice it up a little bit. It was
What
great.
was in your stocking? What'd you get? Anything exciting?
I got some gift cards. I got some gloves for Alaska. I got a nice tie. I had a lot of great stuff, and very appreciative.
Yeah, they definitely hook the guys up. They make them feel welcome, and basically everybody picks a name, picks a player, and they try to make their Christmas nice.
And the Condors' annual Christmas party is tonight.
Yes.
Not as nice as the Condors Booster Club party, but still good nonetheless.
It's just a bunch of us goofing around.
yeah,
Really,
and we're going to wear tacky sweaters, and maybe we'll
You
dress
are.
JF. I'm going to try.
All right.
You got to wear your onesie thing. You got to wear the onesie.
Stop
You gotta
talking about it.
You got to see this thing.
Can't wait to see that.
It's got a whole holiday onesie.
He's building it up. I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah, he's gonna wear it. We're gonna have pictures. Check out Condors on Twitter as well. We'll have pictures of Bart's. JF, we appreciate the time. Hey, happy holidays because we won't have the show till Christmas. So
Welcome back.
enjoy your little break. We don't really have a break, but
No, you don't.
No, there's no break. But enjoy Alaska.
You
We'll
guys
see you
always
next.
complain. You have plenty of breaks.
It's Condors Head Coach J.F. Houle. Bart's and I will be back. We'll be joined by Condors centerman Josh Curry. We'll ask him about his start to this Condors campaign. We're live on Condors Unleashed, live from the Dignity Health Studios. We're going to eat some pizza, and we'll be back with more. Chris, don't yell at us.